What would you say is the meaning of your life?
To care for myself, to care for other people who care for me.
Nah.
Wow, I just got my whole existence rejected with a nah. Damn. Well, I guess I'll just myself, Connor.
That's too safe. I want a better answer.
Well, what's your answer then?
I don't have one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host, Connor, once again, joined by the boys, Joey and Garnt. And today's a special episode because we're going to be giving you unsolicited life advice. Something a sponsor.
Isn't that every episode?
That is, yeah. Well, I guess because we're dumb YouTubers and we've figured out life.
Have we?
I think it's fair to say. I think we figured it out.
Of course.
Sure.
And we thought it would be funny to basically, you know, maybe the whole episode won't be this. Maybe it will. I don't know. These things, we never know how long we'll get stuck on something.
Yeah.
Like farts and do they equal happiness? Can Japan power the world
Yes.
on them?
Yeah.
Yes.
We basically have gone through the top 10 most searched, I guess, philosophical questions. AKA like, you know, for example, number 10 is how to be happy. So,
Well,
we'll
Joey,
answer that.
you should be killer at this.
Because
with
Joey's been
your-
doing a lot of
with your philosophy.
Tell us about Diogenes.
I knew this was coming, by the way.
Diogenes and his
Yeah.
lack of needs. Tell us all about these figures and how they're relevant to our common
Yeah.
life.
Yes, because I'm the perfect person to ask for that kind of advice.
Yeah.
Stoicism, you're a big fan of.
I
Tell us all about-
do like stoicism.
So
yeah.
basically, we'll just go through the list and top 10, and we'll have a bit of discussion about maybe why people are Googling them.
Maybe we'll find out about our own answers to
Yeah.
these questions
Yeah.
as well. Because I don't know how often you guys ask yourselves these questions. I sure
Every
don't.
day.
Every day?
baby.
Really?
Every day. That's why I take my hour-long showers. I cycle through all the questions.
You just
like run back the top
You're just
10s.
procrastinating. That's why.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yes,
not.
you are.
No.
Yes, you are. You're like, oh no, I got to play more gacha games. I'll just go and jerk it in the shower a little bit for an hour. I don't want to do it.
Look, you are. People are too, comfortable with not being alone with their thoughts.
That's
I
true.
think people should be alone with their thoughts more often.
100%.
And all of these distractions, all of the technology, social media, all of these, I feel like it's healthy to have some time with yourself. And you don't realize how little time you have with yourself sometimes,
Oh, we've just answered that first question then.
How to be happy, that's also...
Have some more time with yourself.
Yeah, I mean, how to be alone with your thoughts and be happy, that's the real question.
True.
Yeah, so...
So these are like, we're going in order of most Googled.
Okay.
As in starting from least Googled out of the top 10 to most.
Okay.
Okay.
So surprisingly, number 10 is how to be happy.
Is that a philosophical question? Or is that just
Well, you can
I
rephrase
think
it. You
it's
can
all right.
rephrase it as how do you be happy?
Or is that just
Question
a cry for help? How to be...
Please tell me.
Why are we getting 15,000 monthly searches in the US alone
that
on
seems
how to be
less
happy?
than
I was about to
thought.
say that's not as much as I thought it was going to be.
Well, I guess because they're asking AIs now. What does Google say when you Google this, actually? Can you
Brock, how do you be happy?
I'm actually kind of curious what answer they get.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. How to... Okay, NHS
How to be
is number
happy,
one. Why is the NHS?
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy.
Okay, well, there we go.
Well, we figured it out, guys.
Yeah.
Having a soak in the bath. Okay, well, there we go. Right.
Oh, there you go. Meeting up with friends for coffee. Doing something you're good at.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, it's so funny because you can tell that the UK as a nation is unable to do anything without drinking because they're like, I coffee, I guess. Meet them for a coffee. There's nothing else. There's no other suggestions.
how to be happy? Sink a pint.
Yeah.
How to
All
be
right.
even happier? Sink another pint.
Well, let's go back to the list. Let's not get.
Yeah.
I don't want to limit your alcohol intake. This is
Okay.
wrong. This is
That's-
so wrong. This is so
that doesn't
wrong
sound like
and
good advice.
stupid
Wow.
and woke. Quite frankly, woke.
Yeah, whoa.
Well, before we start tackling the question of how to be happy, I got to ask you boys. Are you happy?
Okay.
Are you happy?
I want to reframe your question. Sir.
Okay.
Do I know how to be happy? Yes.
But are you?
Wow, that's a tough question. I think I'm happy, but
Yeah.
also it's such a fluid state. I think being happy.
Fluid state.
Yeah, because you could.
Because you can always be happier.
If you ask me if I'm happy and I spilt my coffee like all over my one shirt that I brought today,
Yeah.
I'm happy, but fuck, I'm pretty pissed off. So I think it changes, but on the grand scheme of things, of course.
Yes, retrospectively.
I think, as someone who's alone with my thoughts a lot, I think happiness.
You say it like I don't.
I think happiness is a bait. I think happiness is a bait. You don't really want to be happy.
You couldn't sound more British right now, bro.
Happiness is a bait. Do you know who's the most happy in the world? Fucking probably like heroin users. As soon as they shoot up, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Happiness.
You're wrong.
I think when you do that, you like almost get down to that like basic like instinct of getting the next survival hit.
Well, that's the whole point. Right?
Maybe that's better. I don't know.
When you ask,
maybe I should just do heroin. I'm thinking about this.
Try it out.
Yeah, just become a drug user. You'll be happy for like a few hours, and then you'll come down to the.
It's artificial. God.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
artificial.
That's the point.
I know I've mentioned it all the time, but I think the reason why a lot of people don't like swimming is because, my God, you just have to think. You have nothing to do but think about life when you're swimming. It's kind of boring.
Why swimming?
Because you got nothing. All you hear is fucking water in your ear.
It's because you're not running and you can't watch your favorite TV show.
Yeah, exactly. I find that I think that's why I didn't like it for a long time, is that I didn't like this idea of like having to force myself to just think for like 50 minutes and not have any external input.
Well, there's your problem. You're too reliant on external inputs.
All right, real question.
Okay.
When is the last time you took a shit? With
About
no phone,
5 minutes ago.
With no phone.
Oh.
When was the last time?
Yeah.
When was the last time you've raw dogged a shit? Actually?
Probably when I like accidentally left my phone behind and I'm already I'm too deep in it.
Yeah.
I'm already puckered up.
Yeah.
Turtles mid poke.
Yeah.
Like I gotta go.
Yeah.
Where it's like the desperation is too real. Where it's like, this is not my priority right
Yeah.
now.
Like I think I do it more than I could like answer you.
Yeah.
Because I don't keep track of like, it's not that remarkable that I keep like mental note. Yes, that one time I took a shit without my phone. Truly a joyous occasion. I had 7 minutes time.
I have more times than not where I obviously will bring my phone in when I'm taking a shit, but I'm not on my phone the entire time. Like I'll be on my phone for a little bit and then I'll have to put it down and be like, all right, I need to lock in.
Okay, but also you take the longest shits in the world.
Yeah.
So if I, was shitting the length that you were, aka a Christopher Nolan film, I would probably need to not have my phone.
How long is your average shit?
I knew this would get to it within 10 on fucking
He started it.
It took 5 minutes for us to get there.
I mean, you guys know how long my average should be.
Those like graphs of like the classic bell curve.
Yeah.
Gaunt is definitely on the
on the far end.
the 99th percentile. Like you're up there, bro.
I mean, it also depends on what I've been eating the night before as well. That's a big factor of that's a big factor of the time commitment.
If I have diarrhea, it's like a fucking shotgun blast, and I'm like, I'll come back later.
If I have spicy food, you have this thing where I swear to God, you're like your anus just
sphincter.
Yeah, whatever the fuck, man. It just feels.
I don't actually know if there is a sphincter.
Well, that's the muscle, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Great word.
It's like burning. It feels that shit, and you need to go on cool down.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
true.
You can't just stand up because you're just like
you shot your alt now. You got to cool down.
I agree with you. What does this have to do with happiness again?
So I'm trying to shit less without looking at my phone.
Okay.
Because number one, it makes me go faster, and number two, like I said, there's not enough time in the day where I feel like showers is one thing, but there's not enough time in the day where you're just allowed to be alone with your thoughts and really think about how your life is going. Are you happy? Well, how the fuck can you know if you're happy if you're not, actually, if you're not actually reflecting? Happiness the reason I say happiness is a bait is because a lot of times happiness is kind of just like a feeling. It's like it's a signal to your brain. You can be happy watching a fucking TikTok video. You can be happy getting a serotonin hit off getting a 5-star in Gacha. To me, what I think people should be chasing is fulfillment. I think I think fulfillment is a deeper. I'm trying to find the right words without using happy. It's
elation. Open up thesaurus.com.
It's a deeper satisfaction with yourself and your own life.
Yes.
Because
I agree, because I think the biggest bait when it comes to the question of how to be happy is comparison. the moment you start comparing your life to another person's life, then
That's the famous saying.
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Absolutely. It's like the moment you start looking at another person's life and thinking to yourself, oh man, they're happier than me, therefore I am unhappy with my life. That's the biggest bait, because you could be living a perfectly happy life, but if you see someone that has a quote unquote happier life than you, whatever metric you want to like look at that at, then it completely sucks up all the joy out of your life. And you know, I agree with Gon, where it's like, it's a matter of looking at your life retrospectively and thinking to yourself, all right, am I where I want to be physically? Am I where I want to be mentally? Am I where I want to be socially? If all of that lines up to a standard that you have set for yourself, then you're happy. And you know, who gives a fuck if there are people who are quote unquote happier than you? Are you happy? If the answer is yes, then you've made it.
Well, it's kind of like, do you have all your needs fulfilled? You know, and obviously money is kind of, it's a massive factor in that, but it's not the only factor. You know, do you have the friends that, you want? Are you doing something that makes you feel fulfilled and content? You know, it's hard to recognize what's missing in your life if you don't have time to properly think about it. And to me, I'm pretty much always constantly on a journey of self-reflection to see what what is missing from my life. Is anything even missing from my life? Will I get to the point where I sit down for a shit and I'm like, I'm good.
I mean, I'm always happy to take a shit, because it's one of those brief moments where you get a moment to yourself.
Yeah.
You get a moment free of outside worries.
Yeah.
That's why men love showers as well, right? That's the same thing.
Love a shower, love a bath.
Love a bath, yeah, all that kind of stuff. It's funny because like this kind of ties into a book that I'm currently reading right now called The Chaos Machine. And it's this like nonfiction. I forgot the name of the guy, but he's like a co-founder of Vox. And he wrote this book called The Chaos Machine. And it's basically a book about how social media has like irreversibly changed human sociology and like psychology to the point where it's like we are long fucking far gone.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think it can all be undone.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's too ingrained. Because like the thing with social media, and I know this is going to sound like a social media bad thing, but like the thing with social media that I have found from doing it for the longest time, as with the jobs that we all have, is that how you use it and how much you use it can either be like a spoon of sugar or it could be poison, right? And it's I think in this day and age, especially with how social media is integrated into all of our lives, regardless of if you're a content creator or not, is just it's all about regulation and it's all about like balance, right? Like I'm not saying that like social media is inherently bad and everyone should just stop using it, because social media has done a lot of great things for all of our lives. It's given us all jobs. It's, you know, connected families. It's connected friends. It's, you know.
I think it's bad.
You think it's bad?
Yeah, I think it's bad.
Why so?
Just doesn't seem good.
Explain. As a social media user, please explain.
I don't know. There's seldom times where I see anything of happiness on there.
No, okay. That's all the more reason then you should read this book, because it also goes into how social media companies and like Silicon Valley and stuff have like tapped into why negativity seems to proliferate more on social media than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's a great book.
In the first era of it, it was good.
Yeah.
But it has gotten, I think, the problem is people who run these things can't be trusted now. And that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like none of them are particularly great anymore.
Well, then why do you still use it?
Pays the bills. That's my job, man. And also, you know, I think, you know, trying desperately to carve out a space that I feel is fulfilling. You know, using it for, you know, stuff like charity, which is like another crazy thing that I would never have been exposed to that aspect of it. So there are definitely a lot of ways where I think it has been really beneficial. I think just right now as a net whole, it's most certainly by far a net negative.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, I think the problem with social media in its current iteration is that it is too effective at hacking the brain.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about you talk about how it rewires your brain. I think in the first few iterations, we had that balance of being able to stay beyond social media and get all the benefits from it, but also separate ourselves when we needed to.
Yes.
And now these companies have gotten so effective at hacking our brain that, you know, it's kind of like you almost have to treat it like a drug, you know, where with any addicts, you see so many people in the modern day being like, I am going cold turkey. I'm just going to unplug for a second for a bit, right? It's almost like there is never, I'm going to just go back on it a little bit. It's like, it's either, for example, with Twitter, it's either you are fully engaged or you have to uninstall that shit. You know, that there's no in between anymore, because it's so fucking hard to manage that shit, because it is addictive. It is worryingly addictive.
And I truly believe when it comes to that kind of stuff too, like you hear a lot of arguments of people saying like, oh, I don't use Twitter, or like I don't use Facebook or any of these social media sites. I'm just a passive observer of what's going on. Like I'll go onto it, but I don't post anything. I don't interact with anything. I genuinely do not think there is such a thing as a passive observer of social media anymore, because by being on it, you are inadvertently being exposed to things that you otherwise probably would have never seen, especially when it comes to things like Twitter, now that it's become so fucking lopsided in terms of like extreme opinions, or, you know, just of outrage that is just there to like rile up a bunch of people because it's either entertaining, or in the case of Twitter, it pays the bills. So like I truly do think that this healthiest thing to do is to just, as Garth said, just go cold turkey. But at the same time, it is a drug, and once you're in it, it's so hard to back away from. It's so hard to just be like, all right, I'm completely out of this now. Because now it feels like you're missing out on something. Even though you going onto those social media websites, every time you go on it, you're just like, I don't like this. I don't, why am I on here? And then you immediately close it down, right? But you find yourself going back to it, like, you know, being at home and opening the fridge to see if food is spawned, right? Like it's not gonna, nothing has changed. And you're going to be disappointed every time. But for some reason now, it's just hacked our minds to be like, I need to go onto it because the world is here now. And everything I want to learn is here. But not knowing that there are other alternatives that you can go through, right? Because those other alternatives now are just so ingrained into social media that there is no backing away from it. Which is why I think for a lot of people, for the majority of the people who have access to the internet, it has become this like irreversible damage, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just too ingrained in society right now.
Yeah.
To individuals can break the cycle, but as
a society, it's irreversible.
Society.
As a society,
it is irreversible.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is sponsored by Vessi.
If you're a regular viewer of Trash Taste, this should be no new news to you. You know we wear Vessis every single day. I wore my Vessis today to come to the office.
Me too.
And it's always the same one as Connor's, so we always get mixed up every single time.
Yes, sir.
And why do we do that?
Because they're just so damn good, Gone. I'm wearing them literally everywhere.
They are.
I'm going to a banquet tonight and I'm wearing them.
Hold on, guys. I'm getting a call from it's from Mr. Vessi.
Oh.
It's saying that Vessi right now, you can get the Stormburst shoes.
The Stormburst?
He's saying that these are the storm-ready summer shoes that are perfect for rains, puddles, and unpredictable weather, with all-terrain movement, long-distance comfort, urban to outdoors, protected and secure, and adventure-ready at all times?
Oh, yes.
I think it is.
I was in a typhoon last week, and I'd kid you not, my entire leg was soaked, but my Vessis were not.
So guys, what are you waiting for? You get a 1-year warranty on all of the shoes with 30-day returns and exchanges. No drama whatsoever. You got free shipping on all orders over $110 in North America. What? And you can get 15% off your first order at vessi.com/trashtaste.
Thank you to Vessi for once again sponsoring this episode.
Back to the episode.
You familiar with the utopian rat experiment?
I am, yeah.
Have you heard of this guy?
No.
Basically, there was this guy who's a bit of an odd character. He wanted to do this thing. They were this experiment,
behavioral sync,
which he did multiple times. Oh, John Calhoun. Oh, funny enough.
Oh, there you go.
He did this experiment, which was quite
quite controversial, right?
Yeah, quite controversial, quite divisive, and quite talked about, especially for its time. I still think to some experiment more so today. Basically, he made a giant rat city, right? But the concept was the rats would have everything they could ever need. All water would be given to them, unlimited food, unlimited water,
unlimited shelter.
So there was no need to do anything. And all the rats just got really fucking weird really quickly. Like some of the rats would like, I don't know how to like explain this in a non-weird way. Like they would like alpha rats would like take over. So only like a couple of the rats were allowed to breed. And like some of the rats would like try to breed. Some of the like male rats would try to breed with male rats. Which, you know, they
turned the rats gay.
They turned the rats gay. And like some of the mice got like so dependent on like eating around other mice that they would starve if there was no other mice to eat in front of. So many like weird things. But at the time it was kind of like trying to talk about the parallels between like modern day humanity where all of our needs are taken care of and we've become, you know, we've become complacent.
Yeah.
And I guess we'd turn gay if we get
If
everything.
this keeps going, everyone's going to be gay.
Oh, just to clarify, I don't think you turn gay. Just in case somebody does actually believe that. But he did this experiment multiple times and kept like upping it and upping it and upping it. But I think it was always quite a what do you call it? Controversial.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't much science behind it other than make the rats
Gay.
gay. It was very weird. But like also the populations would like plummet after a while.
Yeah, I think
like,
it said the
consistently.
infancy mortality rate was 96% or something.
Yeah, because the mothers stopped trying to take care of the kids. Like, I don't know why it would happen, but essentially they would have kids and they wouldn't, like the rats would just leave them, which is really unusual because rats normally don't do that.
Yeah.
But it like completely changed the psychology of these rats. But I don't know how valid it is or, how scientifically well conducted it was. But it's an interesting thought experiment, at least, to be like to talk about it and bring it up, especially with stuff like social media, because often it's a comparison to like kind of that of like we've reached the final stage of humanity where all we need now is each other's validation. We don't need any other needs.
Yeah,
No, the next step is just having AI just take over everything, and we don't need to think, we don't need to feel, we just get fed stuff, get fed content, get fed entertainment, get fed whatever.
Yeah. Wall-E is a documentary. At this point. That's how we're all going to end up.
But I think this was like quite like, you know, when it was in the 60s or 80s, whenever it happened, it was like very alarmist because they were like, look, we're gonna go extinct just like the rats if we don't like take care. Interesting.
Do you guys think AI is going to wipe out humanity? Do you think there's a possibility of that, or is that just sci-fi drivel?
I mean, I recently saw a video of like a bunch of people who work in the AI field and have been working in the AI field who straight up admitted being like, yeah, they're going to take over soon. And I'm like, if the people making this shit is saying that, then I'm fucking worried. But like, obviously, I think there is going to be some kind of like revolution or whatever it might be where the common man will be like, we're not going to let that happen. Fuck that shit. And try to fight over it. But how effective will that be? I don't know. You know, at this point, maybe it's already too late because too many people are too complacent with using AI for everyday needs. But
well, I think one of the bigger red flags is like when the US government was asking for like AI companies, which one of you is okay with us using AI for military targets? And only one of them was like, I would rather you not.
Yeah.
And then all the other ones were like, sure.
The other ones are like, how much?
Yeah.
100%. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
That feels like the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that we should have the drones be piloted by AI.
Yeah. I honestly think humans are going to wipe each other out before AI does.
We'll find a way.
Yeah, we've tried, you know.
Yeah, it's gotten close.
I think
many
they're
times.
really good at like surviving in small groups.
Yeah.
Like I think there'll always be like a couple of people that make it. I don't think I'll be one of them.
Have
No,
you heard
definitely
about the thought experiment? Is it Roko's basilisk?
Oh, what's
Roko's
this?
basilisk.
No, I never heard of it.
It was this thought experiment.
Was this
Hold
on
it.
here?
Oh, Roko's
there it
basilisk.
is.
Damn.
Damn, you're good.
Damn, I'm good.
Okay, it's a thought experiment which states that there could be an artificial superintelligence in the future that, while otherwise benevolent, would punish anyone who knew of its potential existence. Oh, I have seen this.
So this
Yes.
started out as, I think, like a creepypasta or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was marketed as the thought experiment that if you know this, then you're fucked, right? Because you have it's the forbidden knowledge.
It's like the game.
You've opened Pandora's
You've lost the
box.
game now.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like if there is an AI super intelligence that has taken over humanity, right? It'll
Yeah.
be benevolent to whoever supported its existence.
That's interesting.
But by knowing this, if you know that Roko's basilisk is coming, if you know the super intelligence is coming, if you are not doing everything in your best interest to further its existence, then
It'll kill you.
Then it will not be benevolent to you, and it will torture you, right? So
That's so fucking scary.
That's kind of scary.
yeah,
That's some cosmic horror
So
shit.
everyone who is watching this podcast, now that you know this forbidden knowledge, what are you going to do about it?
We killed you all.
Are you now going to bow down to the future AI overlords? You can't feign ignorance anymore because you now have been given the forbidden knowledge.
Because it knows that you know now.
Yes.
I want to read that. I have no voice and I must scream. Is it? Is that what it is?
Oh, I have no mouth and I must scream.
That's it. I have no.
Yeah,
mouth,
that is an amazing short
That's
story.
such a banger title, man.
It's such a
That
banger.
is-
And the cover is sick as fuck as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
thing is easily one of the best short stories I've ever read. If you don't know, Harlan Ellison, who's like one of the greatest sci-fi writers of our generation, wrote this short story called I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream. Basically, it's about this, set way in the future, about this AI called AM, that has essentially taken over all of the world and has killed most of humanity except for 5 people. And it has trapped these 5 people in this never-ending AI world that continuously tortures these people while they're trying to like escape from it. But it's a very bleak and very scary thing, and it's fucking insane because I think he wrote this in like the 60s or something.
1967.
Yeah. And it sounds scarily a lot like what might happen soon.
This is like the I heard from some tech bros that I know some people, and they were telling me that there's like a big thing of like they're genuinely like, yeah, you gotta get in the upper class before the AI takeover.
Why the upper class?
Because there's a strong belief with a lot of these tech bros that like once AI hits like AGI, like full super intelligence,
Yeah.
if you're not in the top, you're going to be in the permanent underclass.
Oh shit.
So like you either gotta. So they all say like not going to make it if you're not going to be.
You're not gonna make it.
Not going to make it if you're not going to be in the upper class.
Jesus Christ.
So they all now the big thing is like 996. You got to work 9 to 9, 6 days a week to make it. Otherwise, you're going to be in the permanent underclass.
Who came up with those metrics?
I look. All I'm saying is it's fucking convenient for all these big companies, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet.
It's very convenient for these big companies. Everyone now is working very hard. No more playpens at Google now.
No,
it's a fucking work.
we're gonna continue paying like shit, but hey, you'll be in the good graces of the AI overlord one day.
Yeah, so depressing.
Yeah.
So, what is happiness? I don't know, but we know what happiness isn't.
What isn't it?
Everything we discussed is pretty bad.
The future.
That was a big tangent that we went
Yeah.
on. But yeah, submit your AI overlords. Why not? It's coming.
Yep. All right, let's look at the next question. The next question is, how do you know?
That's a great question.
Isn't this a
I was going to
Vsauce
say this
video?
was shit. I was going to say this
That's
shit.
a great question because I can answer that easily.
I'm pretty sure there's a Vsauce video
I
title.
don't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't?
Bro, we've had what? How many episodes of Trash Taste? I definitely don't know. Brother,
We don't know.
I have more evidence of me not knowing
My favorite
than
thing is recently, Joey, you said, what was it about figs? You said they were like dried dead.
Oh yeah. I thought I knew,
It was like
and I did it.
completely wrong. And I didn't know
I think I
either.
said prunes with dried figs or
Yeah.
something. Completely wrong on that. My bad, gang.
Mudan's going to add a sound from now on. I'm just saying this to Mudan. He's adding it now. Here's the fact check sound. So audio listeners, you'll know when we get fact checked.
Yep.
There you go.
It's going to be dinging every 20 seconds.
that's not good for audio listeners. Because what are you
Ding.
just ding 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 ding
Just
ding
like-
ding ding
just-
ding.
it's like the bullshit alarm. Like we just said some bullshit.
Can they just ding us when we say something factually incorrect?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's still going to be a lot this episode.
How do you know? I don't.
We don't know, right? That's the
I
scary
think the
thing.
scary part about being an adult is that you realize how many people around you don't really know what they're talking about.
100%.
And how much like just people kind of just go with the flow for a lot of things. I think that's also how we have so many like, you know, when you hear about these terrible big disasters that happen, just a lot of people just being like, sure, I'll go with it.
Did you all have that kind of like epiphany moment where I think I was maybe like 22, 23, you know, going into adulthood, quote unquote. And, you know, before then, when you were in like primary school or when you were a kid, like you'd look at the adults and you'd look at your parents and you'd be like, man,
They're going to figure it out.
they,
They're so
they've
smart.
figured it out. They know so much. And then you get to that one moment where you're just like, damn, all y'all are dumb as hell.
Well, I think
like,
there's that
you
like,
don't know what the
constant
hell.
anxiety growing up as a kid, knowing that you're dumber than everyone.
Yeah.
But you know that you're, you know, just lacking experience.
Yeah.
And then I got to McDonald's and I was like,
Yeah. It's not that they're smarter than you. It's just that they're smarter at convincing you that they're not
people
as
are
dumb
just
as you.
confident, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Should we go to the next one?
Short answer, we don't know.
I don't know, man.
We don't know anything about anything.
You don't.
We can only make speculations.
You know, I let someone smarter than me know more than me.
Yeah, we are just three
I think
YouTubers.
the problem is that we have too many people who think they know in positions where they're telling you how to think. I don't know.
Yeah, nothing even comes up when you type it in.
Yeah, I don't know how this was that. But whatever. Let's go next one.
But I think the important thing about this question is that you should constantly question if you do know. I think the important thing is not knowing. I think the important thing is actually asking yourself if you're actually correct. Because I think that's the one thing that's missing a lot these days, you know, is people being maybe a bit too sure they know.
Yeah, like Joey thinks that figs are dried prunes.
Yeah, something like that.
Aren't figs dried figs? I guess.
No. Prunes are dried figs. I think that's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was, but clearly not.
Yeah, it's me. Because I remember when we pulled it up, I was like, that doesn't look like it. But I guess I don't know.
Yeah, but both of you were like, oh,
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not a fig expert.
clearly I'm not either.
I don't even know where figs come from. I don't know how you make a fig. They
I
look
don't
so,
think,
they
now
look
that
so
I think about
funky.
it, I don't think I've ever eaten a fig.
You've definitely eaten a fig.
You think?
I have a giant bag of dried figs
Figs?
in my house.
But how do you know?
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, well, what is a fig?
I don't know what a fig is.
What is a
I
fig?
don't know what a fig is. I
don't know either.
Like I've seen it, I've eaten it, I've held it, and I'm like, I don't get it.
What is it?
Well, I don't get what this is.
I asked Cindy what a fig was, and I didn't fact check this. So I'm just going to... Is it dried honeycomb? I don't even know if that's right.
That's even more worse.
I don't know.
I thought I had a fucking...
You know how like when I look at an apple and I'm like, yeah, it's an apple.
Yeah.
When I look at a fig, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't know what that is.
Kai, can we settle this?
I don't know
once
what
and
that
for all?
is.
What is a fig?
Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a fucking fruit.
No, I know that.
yeah,
I know.
What, you didn't know it was a fruit?
No, I didn't actually.
You've definitely had figs.
I've definitely had figs.
Wait, okay, then question, what is a prune?
Your mom.
I thought it was a dried fig, but it's
so
not.
Is a dried fig just?
Oh, it's a dried plum.
So is a
you
dried
go.
fig just a fig then?
Yeah.
What? That's just confusing. This entire fucking argument came out because I was like, why are raisins not called dried grapes? And then suddenly we're just picking and choosing what we're gonna fucking call different things dried versus just the actual fruit name.
I think raisin's like one of the only ones. Because dried apples, call them dried apples, dried oranges.
How often do you eat dried apples?
I've never had a dried apple. No, I have.
Yeah, dried apples are delicious.
Like the crunchy ones.
yeah,
right?
the apple
that-
chips, they're great.
I think there's a dehydrated.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What's the difference between dehydrated and dry?
Place now. I don't know. Angia, also known as dry figs. Wow, okay.
Okay, so there is a word for it.
You know, I just don't see like figs often enough, so that's why I'm like confused by their existence. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Mediterranean.
We know.
Should we go to the next one?
Okay.
All right.
Next one. What is a dried fig? What is the meaning of life? Fucking hell.
Man, people love asking these esoteric questions, don't they?
What does Google say? Can we find
Yeah,
out?
what is it?
What does Google
I
say?
think I
What
say
is the meaning
42.
of life?
Yep.
The meaning of life can be derived from
it.
philosophical and religious contemplation
Is the-
and scientific inquiries about existence.
No, it's 42.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Joey. Joey, that's such a boomer fucking reference, man. Yo, come on, Joey.
What do you mean?
That is a boomer reference.
That is
What
a
do you mean?
boomer reference.
That's like a black border, white text caption boomer reference.
Oh, the demotivational posters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother,
Hey,
shall I just hit him with the all your bases are belong to us?
Hey.
Fucking like Jesus.
I love Hitchhiker's Guide. All right, it's a great book. The meaning of life.
Apparently, it was the first use of the expression was in 1833.
Wow.
We really never questioned it before then.
No.
Damn.
2,000 years.
We were just like,
Wait, are you really telling me that like
Nobody questioned
some
it.
of the first like philosophers in the world never thought that to themselves?
I think the phrase meaning of life. I'm sure, like, what is purpose or what is all this? I'm
Oh,
sure
I
they have
see.
their own,
I
you know.
see.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I don't think like.
Look,
fucking-
I think the moment you get, like, you're safe, you start thinking about it. Like, I'm sure when you're like an aristocrat, whatever, you're like,
When was the first time you heard this question or asked this question?
don't know.
when I
you're-
read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I feel like you hear it pretty young.
Yeah, do you know, I actually like,
Do you remember?
yeah, I actually do remember. It was the one Simpsons episode where Homer meets God. And do you remember that?
I do remember that episode.
I was just
It
like,
was probably my first interaction with it then. as
Yeah.
and
well.
I was just like, oh, I've never thought about that before. That if I never saw that Simpsons episode, would I have ever thought what is the meaning of life? I don't know.
Of course you would have. It would have just been
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, it would have been much later. There would have been a point in your life where you're just like, man, what's the point of this? You never thought that too soon?
I'm sure the rats thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Is it what is the meaning of your life or just what is the meaning of life in general?
life all encompassing.
Does life need a meaning?
I don't think it does.
I mean,
Personally, I don't think it does.
that seems like that seems doesn't pay the bill, does it? You know, that's
No.
just like
When you
Well, asking the question doesn't pay the bills either.
nah.
You know, I think
guess-
I think it's a pretty pointless question. If
I
I'm
also
being
think
honest.
it is like a very human-centered question of life.
Yeah.
You know, I think we
Yeah.
think of it exclusively through a human lens.
Yeah.
I don't think a dog is concerned.
It's a
With
question that
purpose.
was born out of like intelligence, and by intelligence I mean like not hyper intelligence, but like, you know, the fact that
We
humans
do
are
not have hyper-intelligence.
well, we don't, but like, you know, the humans have just like grown to the point where it's just like we've figured so much of how the world works to the point where we have to like stop and question ourselves and being like, so why am I here? It makes no sense.
Bro, we can barely define what life is.
Yeah.
It's like
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's a really stupid question, because A, there's no actual answer, and life,
I think
the word life is just all too encompassing to point to one thing and being like, that's the meaning of it.
I don't think you could answer as a general one because it's quite hard. I
Yeah.
think everyone's life is different, and depending on how you feel about
sober for this, man.
depending on how you feel about it.
Hey, can we get some
Tough.
beers in here, please?
This episode is sponsored by Bookwalker.
Yes, that Daddy Bookwalker has once again returned.
Welcome home, Dad.
Daddy came
It's
back
nice
with the
to see
milk.
you.
Oh, it's so good to see them. Because Bookwalker is the leading digital bookstore operated by M12 Media, a Katakawa Group company, one of Japan's absolutely largest publishing companies.
With 79,000 plus volumes and counting, it's a massive digital catalog packed with manga, light novels, manhwa, webtoons, and audiobooks. Plus, they host all the major industry players under one roof, like Seven Seas, Yen Press, Kodansha, J Novel Club, Viz Media, Square Enix, you name it.
And guys, it is cross-platform and offline. It's available as an app on the iOS and Android or via your web browser at bookwalker.com. And guys, I know it's 2026, but if you buy something from Bookwalker, you actually own it.
Oh my god, finally!
Because they use Readium LCP DRM, which breaks down the walled garden of digital reading.
And new users get 25% off their entire first purchase.
Damn!
Using the code WELCOME25 off. Go to more, then redeem code, or simply click the link in the description to unlock your discount deal.
So guys, what are you waiting for? Click that link in the description and welcome Daddy Bookwalker back on Trash Taste.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Daddy Bookwalker, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the show.
What's the meaning of your life?
Meaning of my life?
Yeah, your guys' life. What would you say is the meaning of your life?
To care for myself, to care for other people who care for me.
Nah.
Wow, I just got my whole existence rejected with a nah. Damn. Well, I guess I'll just kill myself, Connor.
That's too safe. I want a better answer.
Well, what's your answer
I don't
then?
have one. No, I don't know. I think shit.
To shit?
That's yours. I like this post, and it was like I was like, I only wear brown pants now, so that it never happens again. What the fuck?
That's a great philosophy.
It was a picture of a cat with a fedora,
Yeah.
like looking down, and it goes. I was like something like, I wear brown pants to never remember, or to never forget what I did that day, or something. It was ridiculous. And I was like, I think that is Joey's purpose.
That is my purpose.
So like shitting himself memes, and also talk about shitting himself.
I do like a lot of those memes.
I don't know. What is?
Yeah, what's the meaning of your life?
Gant, do you have a good answer while I think, or?
Games, innit? So,
To get that next banner.
oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like sometimes I think like, is it enough? What
No.
is enough? Like
It's not.
if I just consume my entire life and I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever, I don't really take, but I don't really give, but I just watch a bunch of anime.
Yeah.
Was my life, was it
Meaningful?
worth it?
Meaningful?
Was there a purpose to it?
To be a passive observer.
Almost. I mean, I think some people do kind of, reject themselves from participating.
Yeah,
Is that-
definitely.
Did I live a life?
Well,
Well, do you want a cheesy answer?
Give me a cheesy anser,
All right.
and then we'll do the dumb
All right.
answers.
All right. I'll give you the cheesy answer.
Go on then.
Connor, you make your own meaning.
This is where like the
I
text.
came.
That's where like the fields and the ocean shots would go, and it would be like. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, genuinely, that's kind of like my life philosophy.
Yeah.
I think my goal is to just have a net positive on my impact on things. I don't know what that means.
But what does that mean? Yeah. What does the net positive mean?
I hope that the people I interact with and the people that have some contact with me in life end up better off because of it and not worse off. Because there are some people where you're like, God damn, I really wish I never met them. Or I really wish they weren't in power or something like that. You're like, God damn, this is rough. Humanity would have been better off without them.
So basically, your answer is essentially the same as mine. Where it's like you want to care for people who care about you whilst also caring for yourself. Right?
To some extent.
Nah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Do you have any all threes? Fuck yeah.
I didn't plan to drink.
Why don't you give me the premium black one?
I
bro?
don't fucking know.
Give me that one.
What's wrong with black?
I don't like the black one.
Why?
Black, innit?
Why?
You just telling me about how you care about everyone, Jerry. What the hell?
Not everyone.
Oh my God.
I'm joking.
I'll have the black one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think like serious answer, like it's all like the phrase meaning and life is all too encompassing and it's too subjective. It's too many factors, too many caveats to again point at one thing and go like that's the meaning of all life. Like you can give your answer to say like this is the meaning of my life or where I value meaning in my life based on where I am in my life currently, because I'm sure if you ask that same question 10 years ago or 20 years from now, answer might be completely different. You know, you might get to like, I'm saying like, you know, the meaning of life for me now is to take care of myself and care for the people who care for me. But I don't know, in 20 years time, I might be a jaded old fuck and be like, nah, fuck other people. I only care about myself, you know? So that's where you got to kind of stumble through this, you know, tumultuous existence to be like, to find the meaning of it. And then, you know, at the end of it, on your deathbed, you might answer that. You might try to answer that same question. Be like, "Fuck to find
You'll
out."
only figure it out when it's too late.
You'll find out when you're dead, and at that point, you can't even ask the question. So why even bother asking now?
I love all the philosophy questions. I find the meaning of life one of the most boring.
It is boring.
I agree because it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's boring you to drink a beer just to suffer it.
Yeah, totally.
Well, should we see what's next on the list?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what they have. What is the scientific method?
Is that a
That's not a
philosophical question?
No.
Isn't this
What does that even mean? What is the scientific method of
I
what?
guess like just the rigorous nature in which you would conduct scientific experiments.
Well, actually, this question is actually the answer to how do you know?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, the scientific method.
we have answered one of the philosophical questions already.
We figured
How do
it
you
out.
know?
We're one step closer to the meaning of life.
Observation, question, hypothesis, experimentation, conclusion, results.
This question reminds me of like one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite comedians, Tim Minchin. He said this like amazing quote that I think is very true. He said something along the lines of like, science adjusts its views based on what's observed, whereas faith is the denial of observation so that belief can be preserved. And I think that very much explains the scientific method. Like the scientific method is we observe things with this pre-existing notion of we think it is this thing. And then we look at it, we reflect upon it and go, is it to our assumption or is it against our assumption? If it's to our assumption, then we go, okay, cool. We know that that is more correct than what we thought. If it's wrong, we change it up. We go, well, we thought it was this, but turns out it wasn't what we thought it was. So we will change everything based on what we have observed. And then we just keep building and developing on that.
Yeah, but you know, the problem with that is my favorite YouTuber said something different than
What
the
do your
experts
YouTubers say?
than what the experts say. So
Who's which YouTuber is that?
it could be it's all of them. Any of them. I listened to this one podcast and I was like, yeah, I don't know about these expert things.
Yeah, I saw this one podcast that said plums were dried figs. And
I just took that as fact. Honestly.
yeah, I did too, to be honest. And it's like, well, if my favorite YouTuber said it must be true.
And they're One Piece tourists.
Yeah, I heard Luffy the monkey was the best character, you know, and I have to believe him.
All right, what's the next question?
Yeah, that was a weird question. Who is searching these questions up, by the way?
Okay.
What to do?
This is probably like an extension one.
This just sounds like a bad Google
Okay, what is
translation.
philosophy? This is terrible too. Is God real?
Ooh.
Is God real? Are you agnostic, atheist, religious? What? I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever asked you guys.
I am. I keep forgetting the word for it. Is it agnostic?
Agnostic is that you believe there's. Actually, there's two terms of agnostic. There's one where you're like, sure, there's some form of God, but you don't know what it is. And then there's one where, I'm driving.
You can have it, Navi.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Yes,
There's
sir.
all three.
And then there's one version where you're not sure if there's a God, but you think there's something. Thank you, Navi.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think I am in that instance agnostic, where it's like I
Talks
don't
about philosophy.
the meaning of life, ladies and gentlemen.
God bless.
Yeah, I think I'm agnostic in that instance. So like I don't necessarily believe in God or a God, but I do believe in some kind of higher being, no matter what structure or form it may come in. You know, because like, you know, I very much, if I had to say what religion I am, then I'd probably say I'm like a Shintoist in that sense, where it's like I believe in a lot of the Shinto beliefs of like reincarnation and that like each thing in the world has some kind of spirit or God attached to it. So you need to treat it with the utmost respect. And in turn, you have to, you know, and that also ties into a lot of like just traditional Buddhist beliefs where like it's all about like, you know, self-reflection and self-improvement and, you know, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. So like, but I don't, you know, sit there and think to myself, well, I got to do it for the big man upstairs. Like I'm not that kind of person. So yeah, so I guess it's agnostic in that sense.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then yeah, I guess I'm agnostic. I definitely had a fucking I'm 14 and I'm edgy moment where I was like, I'm an atheist. There's no such thing as God. And if you believe in it, then you're stupid. It's like, I obviously don't.
Being atheist was like the cool thing to do online a long time ago.
I would argue it's, some people still think that.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of like religious posing online. Where I think that even though I think the rates of religious people, and especially in younger people, is less than before, on social media, there's a lot of people who like talk a lot about, yeah, it's all about God. It's all about God. And it's like, which God and which do you practice? Like, what do you, you know?
Yeah, because like, you know, for high school, I went to a Catholic college. So like we had to go to mass and like, you know, go to church at the start and end of each school term. And, you know, I personally don't really believe in a lot of it, but like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, what the fuck ever. Like, you know, I respect people's beliefs.
I'm not saying like pick one, all others are dog shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like,
I think that's very
like,
close-minded.
do you have, like, you know.
Yeah. No, I get the question for sure.
Yeah, I think honestly, what's most important, because there is no right answer,
Yeah.
is I think what's most important about this kind of like question or any question around this when it comes to like religion is, I don't think it's right to judge other people's beliefs.
100%.
That's the biggest. That is my personal philosophy.
Yeah, absolutely.
As long as their beliefs don't have a negative effect on people around them.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
Yeah, because
Pretty-
I have a
pretty
lot
much
of
it for
friends.
me.
Yeah, because I have a lot of friends, from all over the world who practice all sorts of different religions, and I don't have a problem with any which one of them because they're respectful about it and they're respectful for other people's opinions that may be differing to theirs. And I think that's the perfect balance of all of it. It's like if you believe in one thing and it works for your life, and you see another person doing something else that works for their life and you respect each other mutually, then all the more power to everyone. I think that's like the perfect way to do it. But we all know that's not how the world works, unfortunately. But hopefully
I think it's just a lot of fucking effort.
yeah.
I think that's the reason why I didn't want to do it. I was like, church every fucking Sunday? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to fucking go to church. I can barely wake up on a fucking Sunday. I don't want to go to a church.
I want to wake. The only time I'm waking up early on Sunday is to watch Pokemon and Digimon on TV, bro.
Yeah, I think that's why I never really got into it. I was like, sounds like a lot of fucking effort.
Yeah, but I will say I think there are little bits and pieces of each religion that you can maybe personally look at and use it to self-reflect on your life or use it as a learning method. I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with that because there's so many different like philosophies around it and so many different like teachings around it that where like the entire package may not necessarily fit one-to-one with your life, but there's nothing wrong with like taking a verse out of the Bible or taking something from a different religion or whatever and being like, oh, I reflect with that a lot, or like that made me think positively or think constructively about my own life, and I think that's the best way to do it personally, and I've done that personally as well.
Yeah. I've called in favors from the big man.
Yeah.
When you're a kid and you like really need to pass a test.
Yeah.
I remember I'd be like, fuck, I'm not even religious, but I'm going to pray. Just in case he is there. And he might help me out.
Inshallah.
and then you don't pass and you're like,
all right.
She's so fake, bro.
Real question.
I'm calling in favors. He doesn't even listening.
Real question. Asteroid on the way. Okay.
Am I praying?
Are you like, don't matter what you believe, are you taking the risk of not praying?
I'll probably whip out a prayer.
Are you?
I'm going to cover every single religion. I'm going to get a prayer from each one. I don't know who's right, but I'm covering my bases.
I'm speed dialing everyone.
I really didn't think it was going to be that one that worked, but
Everyone get in this Discord call right now.
That's gonna be that would be like the real test of if someone's actually atheist.
Yeah.
The whole world's about to come to an end. Do you like double down and you're like, nah?
Do you sit there and just feel like it is inevitable?
Or do you like, all right, you know what? I don't lose anything by just, doing a cheeky prayer.
Yeah.
Doing a cheeky
Totally.
something.
If it makes you feel better, then all the more power to you,
if I
brother.
was throwing an asteroid, I think I'd just burn a bunch of shit and drink a beer. Just watch half my shit burn.
No, I thought you said in a previous episode you'd start live streaming.
I would live stream me doing that.
Yeah.
If I had internet.
All right, next question. What is love?
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
I don't know. What is love?
What did what are the rest of the lyrics of that song? Maybe there's
Don't
the
hurt me
answer.
no more.
Me no likey. Me one love.
Maybe
Love.
maybe the answer to that question is in the lyrics of the
Yeah,
song
let's
itself.
refer to the song lyrics of What is Love by I don't know who.
Love is the feeling of being accepted.
By Hadaway. I don't know why you're not there. I give you my love, but you don't care.
Oh.
So what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. Oh, the motherfucker doesn't even know
Oh
himself.
man, brother, why are you gonna?
I guess that's why he's asking
Why
the question.
are you clickbaiting us like this, bro? This is where the Google search comes from. How do we
Yeah.
know this is actual philosophical question? People aren't just like Googling the song.
Hadaway, why'd you blue balls us like that, brother? We want to know just as much as you.
I don't know. What is love? The
Is love real?
yeah.
Is love real?
Yeah.
Well, I love. I think I am love.
Love is like beer. You just really need it. You just really need it.
What the fuck?
No, what's the quote? It's
Like,
like love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit.
I've never heard that quote.
You never heard that quote?
I've never
Why
heard
is
that
everything
quote.
you know about shitting yourself, man? everything about you is about shitting yourself.
Refer back to the previous question. What is the
love?
meaning of life?
What is love? It's fucking Joey Browning himself,
Yeah.
bro. It's the brown note.
I
It's the
love that
brown-
shit.
Yeah, no, it's just like Joey's just like, yeah, fuck my favorite quote of all time. I shit, therefore I am. You know,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
just
You are the sum of your poop.
Joey just like what? Like that's why Joey went to a safari just so he could watch an elephant just shit down his leg. So, like,
I did watch giraffes shit, and it was amazing to see like shit fall from such a height.
why are people Googling this anyway?
Because they don't feel like they're loved.
I think when I was like 13, I didn't know what it was because you
Yeah.
hear about it and all the fucking things. And you're like, I don't know what this feeling is. I haven't been on this earth long enough to figure it out.
Uh-huh.
So I think I must have pretty helped.
So, do you know what it is?
Yeah, I think I do now. But obviously, you're a dumb kid and you don't know.
Well, what is it then?
Well, I can't give you a tangential like.
You just said you knew what it was.
I can't. Yeah, it's like an internal feeling. It's like when I try to grab the meaning and explain it, it's like sand. It falls through it. It's a powerful emotion.
Call bad answer. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. God isn't real. You didn't lock in on that one.
What's your favorite love song? What's
What the fuck is this?
My favorite love song?
What is my favorite love song? What do you mean my favorite love song? There's no good love song.
there's no good love song?
No.
Shit.
What the fuck are you talking about?
There is no
bro?
love in the world.
It is like universally the most sung about fucking subject in
Yeah.
music.
I think Bruno Mars solo-handedly talks about sex more than any other thing, and he's made way too many
Well,
songs.
that's a form of love, isn't it?
No, that's lust, actually. That's
I
lust.
got my dick in her. It's like, well, Bruno, chill, bro. Can we stop talking about this? Every song, dude.
My favorite love song? I'm just trying to think.
Do you remember the first time you thought you were in love? Maybe like a first like relationship or something, and you're like, shit, is this what all the love songs like talk about?
My first girlfriend in like when I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is love.
Yeah, why we get so fucked up about like a breakup when we're like 15 to a level that is like incomprehensible?
Bro,
Well, it's because that's all you fucking know when you're 15.
It's like I'm like fucking distraught when I
Yeah.
get broken up with, and I'm like, why did I knew her like barely any? Why was I so invested in this?
you
So
don't
you can't trust kids.
Yeah, you don't even need to like break up. You just have like a crush, and then your crush is moving away, and you're like, damn, I will never love again like I love this one girl.
Yeah, like why do
She
we
was
do
the
that?
one.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
are we
it's
so-
because like you're saying that now because you're thinking about it like retrospectively as a fucking 29-year-old, right? But when you're 15, like first of all, time feels so much fucking longer.
Yeah.
Like, 2 months now feels like nothing. But 2 months when you were 15, like seeing this
dude.
girl, bro, it felt like the entire fucking year.
You know how I know that? Because the first month I got a RuneScape membership.
Yeah.
Felt eternal that month.
Right?
That month felt endless.
Yeah, but now like a month-long RuneScape membership just goes like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like time feels shorter, and it's also because when you're 15, your entire mind is like in your fucking social circle in school or playing games at home, right? That was your two modes.
You pulled such a funny face.
Well, I was burping.
Oh,
God did the funniest fucking face just now.
What did I do?
Sorry, Gary. Sorry, carry on.
I thought you were making faces of my fucking explanation.
Go on, like,
I'll watch back on this episode later. Yeah, when you're 15, you're in two modes. You're either at home playing games or you are interacting with people at school, whether you like it or not, right? So like that is like a big portion of your life. And then when you take into account that 2 months feels like a fucking eternity, seeing a girl or having a crush on a girl for 2 months is like your entire life at that point. It encompasses so much of your life that you think to yourself, it's all over, brother. This was the greatest feeling of elation that I've had in my 15 years of being on this planet, and now it is all gone, and I am a miserable sack of shit.
Bro, also at that age, like a girl could smile at me and I'd be like, I think I'm in love.
And I'm hard.
in that kind of time period, you are like such a newborn to having any kind of like positive at least I was any kind of like positive interaction with people who either weren't in your immediate family or just your bros.
Yeah, I still like didn't know how to talk to women.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what you guys do. I don't know.
If a girl was just like mildly nice to me, I'd be like,
I'm in love.
oh fuck,
That's my wife.
I'm happy now. What the fuck? I think I'm in love. Oh, is this the fucking butterflies? And then you're like, you have that first breakup, even if you're not even dating. Maybe you lose them somehow.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, shit, man, I'm never gonna feel this again.
Yeah. What does it mean to be happy? That's probably that's probably the average age of all the people asking that first question.
Yeah. All right. Do you believe, not in love, but do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
No, I don't. I think.
Why?
But if your wives ask you, you have to say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously. I know the game.
Because they love you at first sight. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I don't believe in love at first sight because I think love is a feeling that takes time to develop.
It's like a stew.
Yeah.
Can't have a stew right away.
Yeah.
Can't have a stew at first sight.
Yeah. You gotta
takes time.
You gotta mix it, you gotta take care of it, and you gotta let it like simmer to a point where you're like, it is done. This is love. Like, I think the whole love at first sight thing is not love, it's attraction. It's like you are attracted to someone, but that is not the same as loving someone, Like, you could be in a fully committed relationship and still feel attracted to other people, or other people be attracted to you, but that doesn't equate to love. You know what I mean? Love is more than attraction. You can be attracted at first sight. You can look at it, a hot guy or a hot girl and being like, wow, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not love because you don't know anything about the person.
Shit, what if I know them though? What if I love them and I know them deep down?
But what
Then
if
I would accuse you of stalking.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate then. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Go on, then.
All right. Sometimes you are, as you grow up, you can sometimes tell if you're gonna get along with the person just like that. I'm not even talking about love anymore. I'm talking about like the vibe check.
100%.
Right? You ever looked at someone and they haven't said a single word? It's just the energy that they exude, and you're just like, damn,
Totally.
we'd get along.
Totally.
And you can't put your finger on it, but you just like, right? You fucking know that, they'd be one of your bros, or, you'd really get along with this one person. I think there is maybe not love, but definitely, I think there is something that could go deeper than attraction, where you're just like, holy shit, I can't grasp why we'd go well together, but sometimes you tell that within the first 5 minutes, or even the first meeting of someone.
I would still debate that is a form of attraction. Maybe because at that point it's not, because I think there's more to attraction than just like sexual attraction. You know what I mean? Like, you can be attracted in a completely, like as you said, like in a completely platonic way, where like there is something about the vibe or something about this person that instinctually makes you trust them because you feel some kind of like, I guess the word would be like platonic attraction, or something about them that is attracting you to them in a way that you want to be close to them. I still think that's a form of attraction. And then, because I totally get what you mean, because like, some of my best friends, that was the kind of the vibe I had with them. It's like immediately I was like, okay, something about you, I know we're going to get along. And then, most times than not, it ends up forming into a brotherly love, right? But I think that's still a form of attraction, because love is something that is an evolved form of attraction, right? Love is the point where all of the good sides about this person, all the terrible sides about this person, and everything else in between. And when you look at the entire picture, you can still come out the other end as, I still like you, I'm still attracted to you, whether it be sexually or platonically, whatever it might be. I think that's love. When you can accept someone for who they are and everything about them, that is like the ultimate form of love, I think. What do you think?
It's tough.
Throwing it over to you.
Oh shit, that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you basically on the right point.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because when you guys get serious, I'm like, shit, I actually got to lock in here. Fuck. I can't just say dumb shit. Fuck. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
What do you think?
I think you're pretty spot on. I think it's a. I mean, I don't know. The whole love at first sight is childish. No, I don't.
You think it's childish?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so too.
but it's like I also, to some extent, think about. You probably have some friends, right, that you hang out with who you think, damn, every time I hang out with them, it's really fucking fun. But then I think to myself, I'm like, some days I really don't want to hang out, and I am not in a mood to hang out. And I wonder if someone had met me that time. It's like you're getting a different experience to be like what I would have been if I was on like good form, I guess. You know, like if I'm just fucking tired and shit, and I'd be like, yeah, no shit, you don't want to hang out with me. You don't think I'm like fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot of factors to this that are quite complicated.
Yeah, but I would argue as well that like if you ever find yourself in a position like that where you are hanging out with someone that you're like, oh, I love this person. Like, you know, they're so fun to hang out with, you know, time flies with them. And then, you know, maybe one moment you'll see someone slip up maybe, or, you know, be caught in a bad mood or whatever it might be. And you think to yourself, oh man, they're not being really fun right now to be around. I'm not enjoying myself being with them. But I think love is when you can see all of that and you still decide to go back to them. I think that's love.
Yeah.
You know, being like, I know you have some shitty moments. I know you have some great moments, but at the end of it all, I still love you.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like kind of similar. It's on the right track. For me, like love, as the man who's just about to get married and the man who, like, I guess is married. I don't know why I said I guess.
Thank God. What's up, man? You guys want to share?
Love is being accepted for who you are fully and accepting the other person. Love is being able to be comfortable enough to lay your soul out bare and not be afraid to be judged and be accepted by the other side, and you give it back to them. It's not always about agreeing. It's not always about being exactly identical or, you know, being the same energy or being, but it is about fully accepting the other side, no matter what they throw at you, and kind of like you replicating that and reciprocating that, with no judgment, with no prejudice. It's just there.
What's the Kurt Cobain quote? It's like, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I 100% stand by that.
Exactly.
You know, I think if someone, again, as Garnt said, like can accept you on all formats and just love you for you, then that's real love.
Yeah.
I pretty much agree. I couldn't say it better myself, boys.
Yeah.
I think you've nailed it.
Let's go next question. What happens when you die?
You don't get to play Slay Spire 2 anymore, that's for sure.
Shit.
That's damn sure.
That's the meaning of life, by the way.
I mean, I think this one kind of ties into religion a little bit. It depends what you feel like. Look, I'd love that to be fucking reincarnation. I think it's fucking sick that I get another shot as like a fucking coyote or
I believe in it.
Yeah.
or a mitochondria. I think it'd be fun to have another shot at it.
I would not want to be reincarnated as mitochondria.
That'd be fucking sick. Get the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, but you don't know
You're
that.
like, you like fucking make power. You get to shit yourself, but energy.
Yeah. Oh, perfect life for me.
You know, like, I don't know. For me, I've always felt like there is a comfort in knowing that it's over. That's it. There is nothing.
Let me flip.
You need to make this fucking matter. You only have this life. Don't rely on a second chance or a second thing or
Hashtag YOLO.
good or bad. Make sure you fucking lock in and enjoy this life. Because I think it's over. When you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
Do we deserve more? I don't think so. I think we've been given this life and it's special. I don't think we're entitled to anything more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
Is it boring? Yes, it's fucking boring. Yeah. But it's probably the truth.
Yeah, but you know, even if there was a 0.00001% chance that there is an afterlife, why don't you just take that risk? You know, what's
So you're hedging your bet. Yes. you're like, look, I don't believe in it necessarily, but I'd like to be on the list if there's going to be an after party. If there's an after party when I'm done here, I will be attending.
Yeah. If I can get through the pearly gates, all the more better.
I mean, if you're looking at it from that perspective, fair enough. I can't deny that. It's a solid argument.
Look, I feel like, for me at least, I feel like, well, I don't know.
There's no harm in believing.
Yeah. I don't know what the truth is. No one knows what the truth is. No one can know what the truth is. But like, does my life get any worse by believing that there is something after death? No. And yeah, it's just, obviously I do genuinely believe that there is something after death. But you know, I've had this like thought experiment a lot where I'm just like, well, if I have nothing to lose by believing, but I have everything to lose by not believing, well then I'm gonna take that risk.
The answer is clear. Yeah, that's something I've thought about as well, where it's like, if hypothetically science gets to a point where one day we do figure out the answer to what happens to people when they die, do you think that would change the way we live?
No. Because it would be like when they show you Wi-Fi waves.
Oh shit!
It wouldn't mean anything.
Brain fart moment.
Yeah.
Are we answering one of the previous questions?
Well, which one?
Scientific method.
Because does death give meaning to life?
Yes.
Is that the meaning of life?
Yes.
To fucking die?
I can feel my brain expanding.
One beer in.
I think it's a very depressing thing, and I wish I believed in something greater, but I don't. And I don't know what this is about me, but it isn't from some cold place. It's from an acceptance of, I need to make sure I do the most with this life I have, because I don't think there's anything else.
But why do you need to? Why do you need to know that there's nothing after to lock in now?
I think it's not so much like I need it to lock in now. I feel like, for me, I feel like selfish thinking that I'm entitled to another thing. You know what I mean?
What do you mean entitled?
Like,
you use the word entitled.
Like I deserve another run. like
Run it back.
Like there's more to it. Like I got more in me. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not.
I feel like, from my mentality, maybe I'm too British.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I wouldn't want to trouble you. And they're like, it's literally heaven. Go in. I'm like, no, I'm full. I couldn't possibly have another shot at life.
Let me at least take my shoes off.
I don't know. To me, I don't know where that's coming from or what that says about me, but I think, I do feel this weird aspect of me that feels like, who am I to think that I'm worthy of another shot or an extra place after this, the green room, if you will, of death.
I mean, I just found it interesting you use the word entitled.
Yeah, because I do think, like, the way some people talk about it, I do feel like there is an entitlement there of like, I'm entitled to more after I die.
Well, they're not getting in.
Little do they know.
Straight to hell, buddy.
You know, I don't know. And
Well, see, because like that's why I like the idea of reincarnation and why I strongly believe in it, because it's not, I don't necessarily believe in it because I think to myself like, well, I can always just run it back if things go awry. Yeah. But like I use it as like a benchmark to be like, you know, because in Shintoism, the whole idea of reincarnation is that how you lived your current life reflects upon how you are reborn in your next life. So if you do bad things in your current life, then you'll be reborn into a situation that is not as good as your current one, and vice versa. Yeah. So I kind of use my personal belief of reincarnation to live the best possible life I can currently, so that if in perchance there is some form of reincarnation, that I will, at least in my mind, have the reassurance that I'll be born into the next life as something just as good, if not better, than the previous life. So it's like, it's not necessarily something that like I look forward to or anything, but it grounds me into my current life.
I'm a fan of anything that generally makes people do good and do better. And I'm glad that I think, luckily, the core pillars of most religion and spirituality is basically be good.
Be a good person.
Be good, and good will happen to you, which I do actually believe in general. not because of there's some kind of cosmic balance, but I think that people generally want to be around and reward
And
people
good
who
things
are
attract
doing
good
good things.
things,
Yeah, I
right?
think
Yeah.
it's just the nature of humanity in the universe.
Is there even such a thing? I'm going off. I'm gonna
Go, rip it.
Is there even such a thing as good and evil? Is that a human construct? I'm going to take a piss
my
while I
God.
just drop that bombshell.
You can't just drop that and then leave.
Nah.
I also need a piss, so hurry up.
No, I
Is
think-
there
I think
such
it-
thing
I
as
think it-
good and evil?
I think it ain't that deep.
Okay, let me flip Gaunt's question. Do you think people are inherently born as good?
No.
All people. Why do you say?
Well,
Do you think that someone can be born evil?
yeah.
How so?
There's some real fucking evil people out there. There's some absolute monsters out there, Joe.
Oh, I don't deny that.
So I think, dude, I genuinely do think some people are just born and
Yeah.
that's evil.
Straight up.
I think so.
See, I beg to differ.
Because you always hear about these stories, you know, and we always have these lovely little bows to it. But then you look at like what actually happens in the world. Sometimes you're like, there's just like no excuse other than just genuine, pure, unadulterated evil going on
Right.
sometimes with some people.
I don't know. I always like to think that.
You think anyone can be redeemed or anything can be redeemed?
Yeah, and I always think that if someone does turn out to be evil, no matter how young it is that they are deemed to be evil, that I always
I don't think there's an arbiter of evil, by the way.
Yeah, no, of course
Okay.
not. Yeah, there isn't like a power level of evil or anything, but like, you know, there are lots of people in history that were quote unquote evil at, you know, very young ages or, you know, at a certain point in their life. But I always believe that no one is born evil. I think evil is taught and evil is consumed from different factors in different lives, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like you're born with a throw of the dice, and then you can start affecting pluses and minuses on that.
Yeah,
on
totally.
That dice.
Totally. I was asking the question.
Do you think you can
before
be born
left.
evil?
Can you be born evil?
Oh, let me rewatch Monster.
Johann Liebert,
Johann Liebert, was he born evil?
and evil.
Yes.
Or was he made evil?
I think yes.
I think he was made evil.
I think Johann had an inclination to be evil, and then maxed out the skill tree.
Do I? Oh fuck! I should ask Sydney this. He's watching enough true crime podcasts.
That's the
to
thing.
know.
I think it's from my exposure to watching a lot of these like true crime things. Where I'm like, holy shit, this person was just like straight evil.
Yeah.
Like there is no nuance there that would be like, or even like they had a tough chat. Some people like they were fine. China
Yeah.
was normal. Just decided they really wanted to chop people off, and you're like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah.
You know, and we don't write stories about stuff like this because we'd be like, that's unrealistic.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have any. It's one-dimensional.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's like a one-dimensional. Why were they evil? Because they just were. You know, it's not an interesting story, even if it might have some truth to it in reality. Yeah, I do think you can be born evil, or at least have something just wrong with how you're programmed.
I think they've done a lot of research into like not evil, but things with like obviously being born, nature versus nurture, and that kind of stuff. But it always seems quite muddied and complex. And psychology already as a science is
Yeah.
fucking messy.
Yeah. And yeah, it's like why I guess why I asked this is because like, you know, you talk about being a good person and wanting to do good to the world, even if this is your only chance, right? And and the fact that there is nothing after gives you, I guess, like motivation to try to make the most out of your life now. But like to me, I agree with that because I do want to be a good person and I do want to bring good to the world. But I do think that the reason I believe that is because I do believe in good. I do believe in evil.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't believe that that is something that is merely like a human construct. I believe there is something higher, something more there to kind of like motivate us and kind of like present us to be the best person, the best human being we can be. Because otherwise, what is the point of being a good human being? I don't know. I don't know.
Are you saying without a higher purpose, you feel like there would be no need for good and evil?
There are societal benefits to being a good person. You know, society grew up. The society does better when people cooperate with each other.
Yeah.
That's just life. That's just programming.
Yeah.
Um.
Why
but-
do we have wars? Why do we fight, God?
Oh, that's a
What
good
purpose
question.
do we cause these
Shit.
when coexistence seems to benefit?
Shit. That's
Born evil.
Born
evil.
It's the systems, Connor. It's the systems that we are a slave to, Connor.
No, wars start because each side thinks that they're good and the other is evil. That's why it
Yeah,
starts.
but someone's always pulling some levers and strings.
Yeah.
I think, even though I'm not religious, I do think that it's important that I think it helps a lot of people, give them guidance.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know why I feel like, fuck it, I don't need it. But I think I do appreciate that it helps a lot of people in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, just so you know, viewers, like, not that a lot of this conversation we've been not believing. I don't really, whatever gets you around in your life, go for it. I don't,
Yeah.
there's no inclination that I don't support any of them. Just in case
As
people
long
say
as you're
word.
not harming people to achieve that, then you can believe whatever you want.
But also, if you get offended that I said that, back off, bitch. All right? Calm down.
Shut your ass up.
As you can see here, we are three people with three different beliefs, and we all respect each other's beliefs and opinions. And I think that's
far as he
what's
knows.
most important.
I'm kidding.
Number one, what is
No.
AI?
So
How
dumb.
is that the most searched
If
thing?
you Googled this, you're not going to make it. You are permanent
Yeah.
underclass. Not going to make it.
What does the AI say when you ask them what is AI?
We are here to help you.
Yeah. We run everything in your life.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Basic generic answer.
Yeah. Set of technology that empowers computers to learn, reason, and perform a variety
What
of...
is the point of asking this question? That's my bigger question. Not the question.
I'm going to start glazing AI in my search prompts and like win it over to think I'm one of the good ones. So that when the time comes, I'll be saved.
Is that why people are asking this
basilisk.
question? When they answer back with
I'd be
this,
like,
then you just
why
be like,
is-
no, actually, you're
Yeah.
a good boy.
Why is AI so handsome and smart? Why is AI so good? I'm going to keep Googling this shit so that when they do win, I'll be in. And then I'll tear it down from the system within.
Oh, well, now they just heard you say that. So
Yeah.
Well, they don't listen 2 hours in.
even the AI is like, this
Even
show's
the-
boring.
Even the AI turns off an hour in, Joe. Everyone knows this. It's a lot of computing power to waste.
True.
I guess we've gone through the list. We
Yeah.
had, I guess there was other stuff too. I don't really.
Following those are thought experiments and philosophical thoughts that... Oh, sorry.
Okay.
They can discuss. Okay.
If you replace all parts of a boat, is it still
Ship of
the
Theseus.
same boat?
Ship of Theseus.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, see, this reminds me of, I think it was a Vsauce video where they posed this really interesting question based on the Ship of Theseus, right? It's the fact that, for example, human body is made up of cells, and cells continuously die and regenerate and are replaced with newer cells, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, technically speaking, there is not a single cell in your body right now that was there when you were born. So,
Yeah.
are you still the same person?
Oh yeah, it's fucking stupid.
It's the Ship of Theseus, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think like when you're talking about this, and I'm like, it's my boat, right? And I talk about my boat,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do you want to ride on my boat? You're like, yeah, sure. And I come back 2 years, and I fixed this boat so many times, none of the parts are the same. I'd still be my fucking boat, and I would like refer to it as the same boat. I wouldn't see it any different. You know what I mean? This is like I'm trying to.
just like, it's my fucking boat.
It's my fucking
Stop fucking
boat.
asking
Back
me. Back off.
Will you fucking stop asking me about my fucking boat and why I need to fix it so many fucking times? I'd be more concerned about why I had to fucking replace every part. There's no part that it was good enough to stay. Really? You gotta fix the whole boat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the funny thing of like, you buy a boat, it's shit. You buy a completely new boat, still my boat.
I just think this is like you get lost in the source question.
Okay, then question. If they invented teleporters tomorrow, would you take part in it?
Well, I mean,
it depends how the teleporter works.
I mean,
There's only one way it works, Joey.
it kills you and like makes another version.
Kills-
Literally,
I see.
it scans your atomic structure, and then it takes away the atomic structure and then transfers it over to
and then reconstruction.
and then reconstructs it.
Yeah.
Right. So essentially, it is death. Right. But is it really?
It's a rebirth.
It's a rebirth as well.
If I was like exactly the same, I'd do it.
But what if it's not?
Well,
What if you come out the other end and it's like, oh, I have an arm growing out of my
No,
arse now.
but the point is, let's assume in this hypothetical scenario
works
that
perfectly.
it works perfectly. No, the fly defects or whatever. You know, you don't get your DNA mixed with some animal. It's a perfect recreation. Would you feel comfortable going in the teleporter?
Anything to not go through an airport, am I right, boys?
yeah, I mean, I honestly, like, yeah.
One trip to LAX and you're like, damn.
Kill me to take me to LA.
I'd be interested how customs will work with teleporters.
Sure.
Because that's what it would be at first, right? They would be it would be such an expensive technology and so like hard to use that if we did have it, it would be like only operated by like governments for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be fun to see how it's used.
Yeah.
Just see how it's implemented.
Yeah, right.
Because you'd still have to go through customs.
Yeah, you would.
So like
You would.
I think like it would still suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and you would definitely be like in trouble if you illegally teleported into a place.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to put a lot of trust in the teleportation company to like
Oh yeah.
100% take all your atoms and recreate it faithfully.
I think people thinking
You
it's
know?
like a technology people would just have.
Yeah.
Would not happen.
No, because you're relying on hardware. You're relying on software to perfectly recreate it, right? Who's to know that they're not gonna like fuck up something?
Oh, we've scanned a bunch of Gant's code.
Yeah.
Suddenly we need stuff built. Let's just scan a couple of Gants.
Load up the 3D scanner.
Yeah.
And execute them when we're done with our fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
Pyramid of LAX.
Yeah. Talk about having your private data. Imagine having your like entire being fucking scanned and owned by big tele.
Easily there
or
could be like a
whatever.
thing where it's like,
Totally.
you know, people are like protesting, don't use teleporters.
Yeah.
I know they're convenient, but you know, they've got your fucking DNA. And everyone's like,
I mean,
don't
people
do it,
are already
don't
saying
do
that
it.
about our fucking phones.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
But people would do it. People.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I already give my DNA away with the fucking companies, those 23andMe shit. They already have my fucking
Yeah, exactly. I'm already compromised.
Put me in the fucking teleporter. Once you've been through LAX, you'll take the teleporter.
Yeah, you'll wish.
Did we answer the question or?
No, I think we argued that the whole.
I think it's the same boat. I think it's the same damn boat? Yeah, I think it's the same boat.
I think it's the same boat as well.
Because what's the time frame of ship of Theseus as well? Like, is there a time frame where it becomes not the ship? If you repair it over the course of like one day,
Yeah.
maybe it's not the same ship. If it was part by part over the course of 50 years, I'd say it's still definitely the same ship. You know what I mean? I think it's this is a fun question, but one.
Possession is a mental construct, actually.
I think the question is more interesting when you don't actually answer it. Like when you don't actually engage
Just
in it.
every philosophical question.
You'd be a great philosopher, Connor.
I think it's great. We just don't answer.
I'm like, fuck off. Just get on the fucking boat.
I can just imagine like Connor and like the fucking like with all the Greek philosophers, and they're just
Yeah.
like posing this question of like, if you replace all parts of the boat, is it the same
I
boat?
imagine I'd be there, right? And
Yeah.
he's telling me, who's one of the ones that was there in the Greek court at the time?
Fucking I was about to say Poseidon. That's what. What the fuck's his name?
Poseidon, stop breaking the fucking ship of Theseus, mate. We've replaced it 3 fucking times
What's
already.
his name?
This is getting ridiculous.
Plato.
Plato's telling me about like his shit, and I'm here like, Plato, I'm trying to build a fucking bridge, mate. I don't. Let's build the fucking bridge, okay? I've got 4 men ready to build the bridge. Stop asking me about what do I think we should do. Build the fucking bridge, Plato. Stop bringing this shit up.
Connor would definitely be the philosopher that walk up to Plato and be like, "Dumb question. Next."
It's like, who asked?
Who asked?
Actually, no one. That's the whole point of philosophy. Is that no one?
Like,
asked.
no one asked.
Plato clearly has too much free time. We need someone else in here.
Get another hobby, Plato.
Who was the first philosopher? Have we asked? Can you Google who was the first philosopher?
I'm not going to say anything just in case I hear the ding.
Joey's like,
Thales?
I would have pronounced that Thales.
Yeah. Thales.
Thales, maybe? Reminds me of that meme where it's like, I like to imagine pronouncing testicles
This is
like a
this is
philosopher's
also
name.
it mentions in the Western tradition. So I guess there's like, you know.
Yeah, he's not the first person that thought.
I mean, we had that discussion.
Socrates, right, is the father of philosophy. Yeah.
Father of philosophy.
The father of philosophy, whatever that means.
Well, look, he didn't build a fucking boat, did he? So it's not very helpful.
Didn't build a boat, irrelevant.
I haven't built a boat either, though, so I can't talk.
Oh my god.
You guys believe in free will?
Depends how you define free will.
You believe in fate? Do you think everything's predetermined?
Okay.
Like we're in a simulation?
You got to start. You got to slow down. In these
Yeah,
questions.
you got to. You're going.
I'm just going now.
You're
Which
going.
one do you care about, Garn? Which topic do you want to talk
I
about?
don't fucking know.
You're just firing shit off.
I am. I'm going into like full ADHD mode
Is that
now.
slopicism? What is that?
Solipsism.
One must slop. Okay.
You guys heard about the Andromeda paradox?
I have heard of this. But
No.
I have heard of this though.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so let's say, okay, I'm gonna say it, and then we're gonna check it to see how accurate it is to my explanation.
You're out for the ding.
All right. So, if I remember this correctly, let's say there is a civilization on Andromeda, right,
Okay.
that is going to fire an Earth-killing beam, right, and they are debating whether to fire this beam and wipe out all life on Earth, right? And there are two people walking towards each other on Earth, and they can somehow break the laws of physics, and they somehow have a telepathic link to what is going on in Andromeda.
Okay.
Right? Andromeda is the closest galaxy, by the way. And as they're walking towards each other, even though they are right next to each other, one person has just realized, oh, Andromeda,
We gonna die.
they've just fired off their beam,
Yes.
right? But the other person is like, mate, what the fuck are you talking about? They're still deciding it. They're gonna make the decision next week, right? So the entire thought experiment is to basically show that there is no now, right? It's all relativity, but because there is no now, both people, even though they are right next to each other, perceive the information in Andromeda at like a different time. It's like a week apart. The events are perceived so differently.
I see.
I believe. Okay, now you can check. Now you can check. How accurate was I?
I think, let's see. Einstein's special theory of relativity. Those can disagree on events. If one of the people were walking towards the Andromeda galaxy, then events in this galaxy might be hours or even days behind the events on Andromeda for the person walking away from the galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, relativity is such a funny thing.
Yeah.
And leads to so many quirks when you have it go through this lens.
Yeah.
I think it's also very similar to memory. Like memory is, as we've seen from countless, cases, very unreliable.
Yeah.
And people feel like 100% they remember exactly what happened. And there'll be multiple accounts of people saying literally the opposite. And you're like, it's weird how we feel so sure of something that we experienced that turned out to be wrong.
Well, that's why the Mandela effect is a thing, right?
Yeah, but that's the scariest aspect of humans is that because when you feel so sure about something, it's so insulting when someone tells you no. And that is like the most dangerous effect that we have. And that whole chain of thought of like, I saw it. I know what I'm saying.
Well, it goes back to a previous question we saw on that list of how do you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the answer is we don't. We only we only believe that we know because that's all we have to go off of. And to like go back to the whole like, there is no such thing as now. Like it reminds me of like I think it was another Vsauce bit.
Sorry, can I get another all three as well?
Oh yeah. Like all these questions that, all these questions are basically
Thank you.
every Vsauce video.
Cheers.
Where it's like, apparently, because what we say, for example, like I think I'm looking at this now, but there is some small percentage of time that it took for my eye to register this thing and for my brain to go like, this is a glass of water right now.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, because there is a time lag between what I am perceiving and what my brain registered as this, technically speaking, when there is no such thing as now, we're constantly living in the past.
Yeah.
So the question is, what is now?
Yeah.
I don't think it exists.
Yeah. So if it's, it's super interesting because it's just like, if there is no concept of now, then what is the past? What is the future? If everyone perceives things at different times, does that mean everything is already predetermined, that the past exists somewhere and the future already also exists somewhere? And I love it that you go deep enough into the science rabbit hole and it just turns into philosophy.
Yeah.
It all goes back to philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the whole relativity and when you look at a planet, you're seeing it from years ago.
Yeah.
It's like one of the
So weird.
scariest internal fears of like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I can't even look up and see what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. Scary.
Yeah. That was a tangent.
Welcome to Trash Days.
Welcome to Trash Taste.
Why did we get on this?
I don't know. I was just letting my brain go.
Your guy was just like rapid firing philosophy questions.
Yeah. Versus the egg theory. Every human is a reincarnation of the same single soul, living every human life throughout time.
Oh, yeah. I know this
like
one.
this one.
I like this one too.
But I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, it feels a bit incestuous.
You telling me we're all incest?
You're telling me we're all the same person, just in different reincarnations?
Actually, Connor, we all are. Look, humanity would not exist
explains
without
that
a little
there
bit of
are other
incest.
godlike beings elsewhere, and that you too will one day become a god. No.
It's based off a short story, but I think it's super fascinating.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought experiment.
Yeah. But like going back to the whole incest thing.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, the whole thing of like 6 degrees of separation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That comes from incest. We would not be here if it wasn't for incest. I'm serious. Humanity would not exist today in its current state
trying to say
if
about
it
yourself,
wasn't
Joey?
for incest.
You think we should bring it back?
We're all incestuous is what I'm saying.
Wait,
We're all related to one another.
Wait. Run it back.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what 6 degrees of separation is? Basically,
no.
it's saying it's this theory in I think like biology or something where essentially you can take any single person and relate it to any other person in history or now,
Yeah.
and at most there will only be 6 degrees of separation between it. As in, there are only, if you keep going of like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend,
Yeah.
you can connect any one person to any other person
I
in
think
the
it's
world.
someone on the Trash Day subreddit. I don't remember if I dreamed this up. I'm pretty sure it's on there. But I think
Did I just hear a ding?
I think someone on the Trash Day subreddit, I saw this post where it was like proving that Gant has 4 degrees of separation from Epstein.
I think we have that with like Hitler too, because like we know Chris. Chris met the king. The king knows the queen. Who knows? I was definitely Churchill who met Hitler.
We met Hitler. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. The idea that all people are 6 or fewer social interactions away from each other. There you
I
go.
reckon it's
Social interactions.
social interactions.
Yes.
Are we counting like social media? Or is that like
No,
fake
no.
degrees of separation?
No, that's fake.
yeah.
That's fake degree separation.
So you know Epstein.
I guess so.
So do you.
How the fuck do I know? Oh, because I know God.
You cannot escape. What a stupid fucking argument.
Bro, taking the ship of Theseus to the island. Bro. Hey, turn up that transponder.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so, okay, 6 degrees of separation, right?
Okay.
How does that relate to incest again?
I was like, how do I get into this?
So how do I opt in for this? Now that I'm thinking about it, nothing. I think it's a completely different principle that I'm thinking
I was a little
of.
confused about the incest part.
Yeah.
I knew the
I think this is a completely different.
I actually don't think we're all incest.
I was like, what is bro cooking right now?
All I remember is that there's a quote from a famous like biologist or sociologist that said like we wouldn't be here without a little bit of incest, and it had to do with something about how like us as a human species had to have been incestuous a lot in order for us to get to this point, purely based on the fact that there is not enough.
Yeah, but that seems like common fucking sense.
Huh?
That seems like common fucking sense. Of course, the villages that we used to have were like 5 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have fucked my cousin. Fucking so what?
Yeah,
No,
European history is like, we don't don't need a fucking
Yeah.
village to commit incest. We'll just do it for the love of the game.
They just dead ass love that shit.
Yeah, there you go. We wouldn't be here without quite a lot of incest.
Well, yeah, no shit. When people say that to like sound deep, it's like, okay, yeah, well done, fucking dickwad.
Yeah.
Now stop fucking your cousin.
I'm just trying to justify incest.
and
Okay?
make the fucking boat.
Make my fucking boat, cousin.
Oh, obviously we had incest. That was in. It's only a recent thing. It wasn't in. Gaunt's trying to bring it back. God honest, some good honest work. But, you know, we're trying. All right. Okay. So what else? 6 degrees separation. Sure. Bollocks.
Yeah.
That's good.
Simulation theory. We're all living in a simulation. Do you believe that shit?
I think we've discussed this on the pod before. I mean, I think it's a fun theory to believe in and a plausible one. But no.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I wonder.
Because I guess that's a reason why this theory has been circulating, right? Is that like the more we think about it, the more we realize, there isn't really much evidence to suggest not. You know what I mean? That we're not living in it.
What's the evidence to suggest that we're not?
Well, that's the thing. We don't have that.
But this feels like.
But we also don't have any. We don't have any justifiable evidence to say that we are.
This feels
either.
like changing the burden of proof to that of disproving, which I think is always like a lazier argument of, well, you can't prove it's not. I'm like,
yeah, I agree.
Okay, well,
Which is why I think it's kind of a dumb theory.
look, I also think humans are way eviler than this. I think they would rather simulate it by just like kidnapping babies and making just a dead ass Truman Show.
Yeah.
I think they would much rather do that.
The right utopia, right?
They would rather make their own human utopia experiment than fucking. Yeah, those 5090s are expensive. Like, I just think we'd rather do it with the real thing.
Last Thursdayism. I've not heard this one.
Oh, I have heard of this
quite
one.
dumb. A philosophical and satirical hypothesis proposing that the universe was created last Thursday, but with the appearance of being billions of years old.
This is dumb.
Isn't this just like creationism, but like upping the ante? I mean, it's essentially the same thing, right?
This is so dumb because sometimes if you just put the word hypothesis or somethingism, you make a dumb idea sound like smarter than it has any credit or any kind of validation listening to it.
Oh, legit.
What the fuck did you hear about this before?
I think I read this in like a novel of some kind. I think I read a novel that was kind of like poking fun at this whole idea.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, it's this whole idea of like, there is nothing to say that we didn't just come into existence last Thursday and that all of the ideas of like the past and history have all just been implanted into our brains. And I'm just like, that's dumb.
Just like Occam's razor.
Occam's razor,
Like,
yeah.
this is such a stupid, which also is just an easy, like a more complicated way of just saying like, that's not a simple answer.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Occam's razor?
Oh,
The simplest answer is usually the correct one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why it's called Occam's razor though. Should we find out today together as viewers?
Yeah, I guess
Because I've heard this so many times and
Yeah.
I've never understood why it's called Occam's razor. Let's find out together. As
Let's
Trash
find out.
Taste.
Why is Occam's double C? There you go.
I thought it was like K, to be honest with you.
As a simplistic problem-solving strategy first attributed to English Franciscan
That's a real
friar
French-sounding English.
and logician named William of Ockham in the late 13th or 14th century. Holy shit. The simplest, most elegant explanation is usually the one closest to the truth.
But why is it called Occam's razor? Like,
Yeah,
what's
where does the
what's with
razor come from?
Why is he obsessed with this fucking razor?
Why is it called Occam's razor? Here we go. Got its name from being a philosophical method of shaving away unnecessary assumptions.
Now I'm happy.
That
I'm
makes
satisfied.
so much sense.
I am satisfied
Wow.
that Mr. William of Ockham liked razors and that he liked shaving away
Yes.
unnecessary information. I am satisfied.
Wow.
Fair enough.
There
But
you
I mean,
go.
that's the truth. Like a lot of these hypotheses, I think, like, yeah, you could be born last Thursday, but also that's a lot of fucking effort
Yeah.
to make a whole lot of bullshit.
Also, what's
Yeah.
the benefit in believing that?
There is no benefit other than like I am less smart. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a lot of these are like, I don't know, or sometimes just poised as kind of thinking exercises to, I don't know, paint people as being dumb.
Yeah.
Quantum immortality. Oh, I like this. Is my favorite theory. One of my favorite.
A theoretical, highly speculative concept suggesting that conscious beings can never experience their own death.
That's fun. I like
Yeah.
that.
That's fun.
That's a fun theory.
Because it's basically, I think, goes into quantum theory.
Mm-hmm.
I've had too many beers to explain this.
you've had one. Is that too many?
That's one too many.
You pussy, man.
Fuck. I'm trying to. Okay.
What, you trying to explain quantum theory?
No, I'm trying to explain quantum
As in, like, the
immortality.
moment you're dead, you can't, like, experience that, like, change over?
Because your consciousness just stops, right?
Right, so you're dead, right.
So it almost, every time anyone makes a decision, let's say you
Yeah.
have a button,
Yeah.
right? And when you press the button, you have a 50-50 chance of dying and a 50-50 chance of living,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so, probability should dictate that when you press the button, eventually you're going to die. But as you keep pressing the button, you realize that there's nothing happening, right? So quantum immortality is kind of like building off quantum theory, where this is where it gets a bit messy for me.
You got it.
Well, if you are to observe it.
If you are to observe it, something about a waveform collapses.
Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah, fucking Schrodinger's cat.
Well, you're observing the action of pressing it, and you can't observe the action of death. You
Yeah,
never
exactly.
would be able to.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
death is an observation, right?
Yeah.
So it's when the system collapses into one concept, whether that be life or death.
Yeah.
But you yourself, being the subject of that, can't experience that because death is a result of the. What's the word I'm looking for? This is so hard to explain. Death is a result of the observation that the life is over, right? But you yourself can't experience that.
So it basically
Beast mode.
Yeah.
So it basically implies the multi-world theory, where
Whoa, what?
yeah.
I believe so.
as in
Yeah,
like-
where every time a quantum fluctuation collapses, I'm just using big words. I don't know if that actually mean anything.
Right. There's a version of you that died.
Yeah,
and a version of you
there's
that-
there's a version that dies and a version of you that lives, right?
Yeah.
And because your consciousness is a like one single stream, then you can only observe the stream where you survive, right?
yeah.
Even though there might be like billions and billions of worlds where you died, and yeah,
I like that theory.
All on black, baby.
Yeah. So how accurate was I?
All
Explain
your audio listeners might have had a lot of dings. Just
Yeah.
When an individual dies in one universe,
Oh, there you
their
go, you're
consciousness could shift to a parallel universe where they survive the life-threatening event.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you won't know that because we can't observe that. We
Yeah.
can't observe moving from one parallel
Yeah,
universe.
it's fun to
another.
imagine that there's always a universe where I do the right thing.
Not this universe.
Sadly, I don't think it exists.
Well, how do you know? You can't
Because it
observe
would
it.
take a lot of fucking effort to make that many worlds. And if God's got his hands full making one, he sure as hell isn't making fucking 5 billion. Have you seen some of the fish he's made? You can barely get them right.
There's no such thing as fish.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. There is no such thing as fish.
No such
Yeah.
thing as
The
fish.
term fish is like wrong. Do you know this? You know this, right, Jay?
I know
told
this,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I told you about this. There's
Yeah.
no such
Yeah.
thing as fish.
No such thing as fish.
Yeah. Man, we're fucked up, man.
What a stupid episode.
Determinism. This is just fate, right?
Well, determinism is the idea that goes against like free will, right? That it suggests that like everything is pre-planned, and that what you think is free will was actually already determined from previous
How
things.
do you feel about nihilism?
About nihilism?
Yeah, it's quite a popular feeling these days with a lot of people lacking hope in the world.
My honest answer is that I don't really have an proper understanding of what nihilism is. I've bought like a lot of like books from philosophers like Nietzsche and like Kierkegaard and stuff about nihilism, which I plan to like go through, because like it is one thing that it's one of those things that you hear so often, and yet I feel very little people actually understand what it is. They just think it means just like fuck everything. And that's like the way to live, but like...
It's kind of like the boiling down of it, right? Like to give up, to resign yourself to any hope.
But I've also heard arguments that that's not what nihilism is. That's something else.
But I'd argue that if the common usage of what it's become is that, and the expression of it is that, then that's how the English language works, and that's what it is now.
I guess so, yeah.
It's like, you know, it happens a lot.
So what's your definition of nihilism?
I think it's just the outlook on just giving up all like hope on that anything can ever work out, that nothing will ever be good. I completely resign myself to ever like doing or hoping for change.
It's basically, if we refer back to the what is the meaning of life question, nihilism is you going, nah,
I'm out.
Nah, what the fuck?
What do you think, then?
But that's what losers think.
That is what losers think.
That is what losers think.
You know?
And Nietzsche, famously, biggest loser on the planet.
I haven't read his works.
I haven't either. Well, I plan to. So come back.
Loser. I'm reading his books.
Come back to me in a couple of months when I read it. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely have some nihilistic aspects that I think are built into the British style.
Britishness.
the British spawn point.
Yeah.
You do have that built in.
Sure.
But I think it's very important to recognize that you, even with a healthy dose of it, you need to know when you're just being fucking miserable. And unfortunately, most good things in the world come from people who hope, who dream.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. As boring and as easy as it is to give up, throw your hands in the air and say nothing will change.
Yeah.
I can't do this. The world was built on people who said they could.
Yeah, exactly. That's
truth.
That's the truth bomb.
Get owned.
The Boltzmann brain theory. You guys heard about this one?
I have
what is
not.
this one? Do you know this one?
I do know this one. Proposes that a fully functioning, self-aware brain could randomly materialize out of thin air, complete with false memories of a living full life. It suggests that it is statistically more likely for you to be a temporary, isolated brain floating in space than a biological entity in a vast universe.
That sounds dope. That's like the sickest like sci-fi premise.
This is like some kind of metal band cover art.
I mean, look, my next band is going to be called Boltzmann Brains Theory. That's a sick band name.
What does that? What do they?
Is this like the idea of like, you know, I think everyone has that like one friend where you're like, I don't remember when you spawned into my life, but you're kind of here right now. Is that what that is?
I mean, the great thing about the quantum world is that
it's just so much bullshit.
It's just no one fucking understands it.
Yeah.
And things can just happen given enough time. Let's say time is infinite, right? And given enough time, given enough time, everything that can happen, all the ways that atoms can arrange itself and do things is finite. So if time is infinite, then it means that anything could be possible, and everything will eventually be possible and will be forever possible and will forever happen. So the Boltzmann brain theory is kind of like, well, a brain can just randomly materialize itself due to the ways that
the structure of the atoms,
just randomly out of pure chance, materialize a conscious brain that will be unconscious in just like a millisecond.
That's fucking weird. I'm gonna go piss.
I mean, it's kind of a cool theory to think that, like, you know, judging from like the vastness of the universe and how infinite it is, that if we look far enough for long enough, that we can just stumble across a brain in space, just floating. You know what I mean? Am I wrong?
Yo, did you find the brain?
Like, could you imagine like humanity searching like the farthest galaxies for fucking billions of years from now, and like we've discovered everything about the Milky Way, we've discovered everything about Andromeda and all the nearby galaxies, and when we're like far out into like wherever the fuck we are in space, and then one day our fucking grandson's a million times over looks out the window and goes, "Is that a fucking brain in space?"
Well, Joe, no, Joe, I can, like, I'm not high enough for this. I'll break your brain even more.
Sure.
Okay, let's say not even time is infinite. Let's say space is infinite.
Sure.
Right? So we have the observable universe, but we don't know what's outside the observable universe. Let's say space is infinite, right? And as I just said, that atoms can only rearrange themselves in so many different ways, right? So if space is infinite, if you travel far enough away from Earth, there is a mathematical number where you can travel, right? And you will find an exact replica of this Earth and you right now doing this exact thing. If you go far enough, if space is infinite, because as I said, like,
But he has a bigger penis than mine.
yes, if you travel in the right direction, that's what you will find.
Opposite direction, micro dick.
You're in the right space, man.
I'm in the middle.
You got the perfectly sized penis right here, Joey.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, that's okay. See, but like, I think about that, right? And I get what you're saying, but at the same time, is that not just the multiverse theory?
It's a different kind of multiverse theory.
What the fuck are we talking about now? What kind of bullshit are we doing now?
We're talking about how the Boltzmann brain theory is kind of coinciding with the multiverse theory.
Oh, I brought one from home earlier. I bought a Boltzmann brain.
No, do you believe that space is infinite, Connor? That there is an edge to space?
Oh, it's toughy. Don't know.
No, because
We don't know enough yet.
Yeah, we don't.
But also, that shit's expanding too fast.
Yeah,
We'll never see the edge.
yeah, we will never.
I like to think of it as a video game map. You know, they didn't map out the wall, and then sometimes you just hit the wall. There's a space wall,
Yeah.
like Star Citizen.
So you think it's a simulation?
This guy. This episode has hurt my brain.
Yeah. No, what I was explaining to Joey is that if space, hypothetical situation, is infinite, as I said, there are only so many certain ways atoms can rearrange themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So there have been people who have figured out that if space is infinite, there is an actual number. There's an actual distance you can travel, right? Which is an incomprehensible number. But if you travel far enough, you will eventually reach another Earth with the atoms, where the atoms have been made as an exact replica of this Earth, with the exact same you doing the exact same thing right now, listening to me. It is. If space is infinite, it is not only a possibility. It is it is an eventuality that if you travel far enough, you will meet an exact copy of yourself. And every single every variation of yourself as well.
But that's why I was saying, like, how is that any different from the multiverse theory, though? Right? Because would that just not be the multiverse theory?
That is part of the multiverse theory.
I will shit myself in every.
It's the ship of Theseus, right? Is it a replica of you, or is it just something that looks and acts like you?
Yeah. I don't know. My brain hurty. I'm unable to function.
Don't worry. There's a universe out there where your
Where my
brain not
does
hurting.
function. Yeah,
Yes,
true.
yes.
Fuck, man.
I love this shit.
Yeah, me too.
It's fun, but after a certain point, you just entertain it for the sake of fucking entertaining it, and you don't actually believe or care about any of the.
No, at the end of the day, after this fucking recording ends, I'm not going to go home and like wallow about it for hours.
You
on
should,
end, but why?
I want you to.
I want you to have a terrible time tonight.
You to think about when you asked me about the ship. How it made me feel, Joey.
Oh
No, this is why I love.
No, I do enjoy talking about it. I just think there are only a couple that I think are actually really fun to think about, and there are some that you're like, don't waste my fucking time. Don't fucking tell me about
What are the fun ones for you, then?
panpsychism.
Panphysicism?
What are some of the fun ones for
Precisely.
you then, Connor?
No, I've gone over them, to be honest with you. The simulator one's quite fun.
Yeah.
Because there is like, you actually don't know.
Yeah.
It's quite good, isn't
Do
it?
you know what I think? I
What?
think like black holes are just like that fucking glitch where you get that fucking error in the game. I think that's just black holes.
Yeah.
They're just like
Black holes are like something that you just don't think makes sense, but then they're real and you're like, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have that locked down. We should figure out what that is.
Yeah, it's
more than
kinda-
what we already do.
It's kind of scary to think that out there in the universe, there are many, many millions, possibly billions of points in space that have zero length and infinite weight.
It's just so sick that he figured that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so sick that he was like, guys, hear me out. I've done the math. It is possible these things could be out. And then they fucking found it. And they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
well, fuck, we found one.
It's like, oh shit. How do we measure it? We can't.
The amount of times where Einstein was just like, I feel like this is possible, and then fucking decades later,
They were
you're
like-
like, damn the goat. That's why he's the goat, man.
He was spitting. my boy Al spitting.
He did lock in.
The lock-in of the century, bro.
My boy just don't miss, man. How does he do that?
If he doesn't win that anime battle royale, it's all wrong. Bro doesn't lock in that anime. I don't know who is.
He's way too underpowered in that anime. Let's just think about how much he's gotten right. Over
Yeah,
the years,
right.
You know? God fucking damn it.
It is kind of crazy how much shit he got figured out.
Yeah.
But I wonder if it was like so much work had been done before him and it was like the cascade effect of, I don't know. It's hard to, how do you power scale scientists? Yeah, we should have scientist power scaling channels.
Scientist power scaling?
Yeah, Isaac Newton versus,
No, I think it's
like given the tools they had,
yeah.
how exceptional is the progress they made?
I think a lot of people agree that Isaac Newton is like the greatest scientist of all time.
Bro literally invented calculus,
Yeah.
it's pretty beast.
And
which
it-
is like what Einstein used to create all of his theories. So it's
And-
like
and
he's
he's-
kind of goated.
Yeah. And what age did Newton invent calculus?
I think he was like, he was in his 20s, I
It's
think.
crazy that they figured it all out. So all we have left is shit like brown note. That's all I can figure out now. they took all the good inventions. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Maybe I could have, if I was smart enough, I
He's
could have made.
24.
I could have made the scrub daddy. Like that's the best claim I have. This is bullshit. They took everything.
So Newton invented calculus when he was 24, which is insane, you know.
Yeah, but he also died of version, so not as cool.
Wait, did
know.
Albert Einstein have a wife?
Clearly, did not put.
to be fair,
did
he
Albert
was-
Einstein
he
get
was locked
bitches?
in,
Can
bro.
I-
He
can
was
I-
locked in.
He was locked in.
He doesn't need women. He was locked in.
Have children. Yeah, he did have a wife, right? Yeah, he did.
All right.
Also
Einstein solos.
Yeah,
Fucking-
he came up with all this shit, and he had Riz. Isaac Newton, no
I
Riz.
think he had like problems where he was like, "Woman, I'm trying to focus on work here."
Wait.
Do you think like he had arguments where he's like, "Honey, I know this seems crazy, but this is so much bigger than us. Like, I know I'm not home from work at 10, but I promise this is so much more important than you."
You're like, honey,
Do you think he could get away with that?
I don't know,
Because
man.
like looking back,
Yeah.
you feel like he would have the pass, but during it, you know he wouldn't have the pass because every man feels like their work is bigger than what they're.
Yeah, but this was also like what, the 30s and the 20s.
Yeah, this is where
Yeah.
you didn't really.
So
have to-
Albert was definitely like, "Go home and make me a sandwich, woman.
Can
Stop
you
fucking talking to me."
can you actually confirm if Isaac Newton was a virgin, or is that just like
No,
a
I think it's like
rumor?
just a belief.
I think it's just a belief.
Belief?
Yeah. He never
He
married.
never married.
Yeah.
He,
I'm sure he fucked around a little bit, but
He was buried with great pomp in Westminster Abbey,
he is
which I
not
love.
known to ever have had any romantic relationships of any kind.
and is believed to have died of version. There you go.
My fucking god! Imagine like
Well, because he was too busy inventing calculus,
imagine
bro.
like inventing calculus, and hundreds of years later, you're like, Yeah, bitch was a virgin.
Bro, it's the true irony of he discovered the theory of gravity and yet he couldn't gravitate any bitches towards himself.
To be fair, I mean, he was just so locked in. I think there's
He was.
look, he doesn't need bitches, bro.
Nah.
Science was his bitch.
Yeah.
He made it, dude.
He made science his bitch.
It's just so stupid. Like, bro, generationally locked in. He doesn't need people.
Yeah.
He had math.
Dude, fucking Force is named after him, bro.
What's bullshit is it? Give him Slay the Spire 2. I want to see if he can lock in after that. I just don't think he can. I don't think he'd do it. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. I am hampered from the start because I have these 2 good video games. This is bullshit.
Put your calculus to this, Isaac.
I would like to see him try and succeed with some distractions.
Yeah, true that.
What if he had porn?
He had no social media. You know, that's why we're not going to get another Isaac Newton in our day and age. You know?
Sure.
You always hear about these kid geniuses, and then we never hear about them ever again.
No.
They fell off
because they discovered Slay the Spire 2.
because they found video games.
Yeah. And they're like, well, there goes my life.
Oh, man.
Well, what do you think, viewers? Let us know down below. We've had a lot to ponder today, and I think you should join in as well.
A bit too much to ponder.
Yeah.
Too
I hope
hard.
you've been enjoying a bevy
Pondering.
with us because you need it for this one. But hey, look at all these patrons though. They've got the big brains. They know the answers to some of these questions we couldn't answer. So let us know in the comments below. Damn, you can crack in another one at the end of the episode.
Fuck
Sure,
it.
why
Oh,
not?
it's an all free,
I'm
doesn't
thirsty.
count.
I'm thirsty.
But hey, if you want to join all these lovely patrons and check out weekly exclusive content, because we have a brand new one that you guys can check out right after this. Maybe I'll play a clip of that.
Oh, no, the first Chainsaw Man.
First Chainsaw Man opening. We
No,
haven't
we've
seen
seen
that
Have we
yet.
seen every Naruto opening? Every iconic Naruto opening?
We haven't seen the first one.
I don't think the first one's going to be on there.
Yeah, but Haruka, all the good ones have already been on here, so I feel like we're not going to see it.
Chobits open.
God, can you imagine? First Bleach opening we haven't seen yet.
Oh my god!
Yes! Hey, if you want to watch that as well as support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.